A guy recently put my 71 Chevelle that was converted to a drag car in the early 80s up on the dyno, and a lot of you were blown away with the results. We're going to load the Chevelle up on the ramp truck, go to the local track, and make some hits.
Derek Bieri embodies the spirit of a true car enthusiast. Known for his hands-on approach with restoration, Derek has amassed a remarkable collection of classic cars, each with its own unique story of design and craftsmanship. As the founder of Vice Grip Garage, he doesn't just own these beauties, he breathes life into them, often reviving the wrecks to their former glory. His collection boasts rare American classics from Chevys to Fords, giving fans a glimpse into his passion for preserving automotive history. Join us as we dive into Derek's multi-million-dollar car collection. One thing is synonymous with gearheads, and that is classic vehicles. But collectors, that has to be classic Chevys. And yes, Derek didn't disappoint in that regard. If you're an avid follower of his YouTube channel, you would know he works on lots of cars, and Chevys probably takes the top spot. Derek's 71 Chevy, also known as the Cowbell Chevelle, is one of his favorites for good reasons. 1. The Chevy is a masterpiece that commands attention in his collection. 2. It's known for its shiny design and power, which represents the golden age of American autos. What sets the Cowbell Chevelle apart for Derek is the story behind its acquisition. Before Derek laid his hands on the classic, it was used for drag racing before being abandoned in the late 80s.
From what we could tell digging through the build here, it was converted to a drag racing car sometime in the late 80s and then sat there for decades essentially until I purchased it.
After acquiring it, Derek put it to a test, driving it over 450 miles just to see how dependable it is. The roar of the engine and the rush of the acceleration makes it clear why Derek treasures this piece. For a car that has spent over 35 years off the tracks, reviving it to its former glory might seem impossible, but trust Derek to do his thing. With a new Powerglide transmission, wagon wheels, and other custom modifications, the Chevy now takes on the gravel road like a king. But that's not all. The 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle, also known as Independence, is another iconic car in Derek's garage. The car might look worn out and rusty, but don't be deceived. It is a real deal. The car's design and engine made it one of Derek's favorites, and he worked tirelessly on it to preserve its original look, while making the essential upgrades needed. To Derek, the Chevys are not just about aesthetics, they are road-worthy machines that deliver on power. Aside from the Chevys, Derek is also big on Fords, and his 67 Ford Mustang attests to that. The Mustang, known for its sleek lines, is a standout in his collection, capturing the essence of classic American muscle. The Fastback is arguably one of the most iconic Mustangs ever made, and Derek's model with its aggressive front end featuring a feral horse and fastback roofline holds a special place in his heart. The Mustang, which was left to rot away in a backyard for over 28 years, was carefully restored by Derek, receiving some impressive performance upgrades that oozes new life. Under the hood, it features a 200 CI 3.3-liter 6-cylinder engine that originally delivered around 120 horsepower, but with Derek's magic touch, the new engine under the hood growls with every press of the gas pedal. Beyond its muscle, the Mustang has a certain charm that appeals to car enthusiasts. Its interior, it's just as breathtaking as the exterior, featuring a wood-rimmed steering wheel and vintage gauges. And just as you know, Derek's upgrades don't compromise cars' initial design, instead they only enhance them. Before rolling it out on the gravel, the interior needed a serious overhaul, as the flooring was in a bad shape. To freshen it up, he laid a new carpet and replaced the worn-out seats, giving the 67 Mustang a new look, which takes you back to the good old times when they ruled the streets. But the Ford Mustang isn't the only Ford in Derek's garage. The classic 1928 Ford Model A is another honorable mention. Known for its vintage charm, iconic grille, and simple design, the car is an epitome of the rugged style American cars are synonymous with. Although the car has now been fully restored, it still keeps its original features, making it not just a collector item, but a nod to the American craftsmanship of the early 1900s. Moving on to yet another Chevy with personality and a lot of stories, Derek's classic Monte Carlo stands out for its unique style, a long hood and a big, boxy frame that commands respect on the road. Just so you know, the Monte Carlos were built during a time when the American brand was known for their bold designs and sizes, and Derek's model gladly keeps that spirit alive. Under the hood, the car features an LS1 engine from a 1998 Corvette, giving it plenty of power to match its imposing look and to participate in the 6-week drag race. While the car might not be the rarest in Derek's collection, it is a dear car to him. Working on it, Derek focused on making it not only a reliable drag race car, but also one that can handle the open road with ease. And to crown it all, the retro appeal coupled with Derek's brilliant personal touches makes the Monte Carlo even more special. The interior still boasts of its charm and, of course, its classic details that takes you back to the days when cars were built with a sense of style. Away from the regular cars, Derek's vintage dirt track car is an honorable mention in his collection, and it is indeed a true piece of racing history, having been inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2002. From its looks, you would understand that it doesn't have that flashy attribute, but it is the real deal because it was built for the grit and speed on challenging tracks. According to Derek, the car is the most raw, radical, and extreme example of dirt track racing that could possibly exist. And for the record, it has been dominating tracks, winning countless races and championships since inception. The dirt track car, formerly a farm-built machine, features a small blocky Chevy engine, a 3-speed shifted between the legs, and a homemade suspension setup, all properly designed to provide the required horsepower needed for that fast and furious vibes. The car's interior is simple but functional, consisting of only the essentials needed for racing. Up next in Derek's collection is a unique gem even Derek himself couldn't believe would still be in a good shape. Without a doubt, the Rebel SST stands out amongst classics with its open roof design, which makes it a preferred choice for cruise trips. And as a convertible, it captures the spirit of freedom and adventure, values that inspire Derek to leave the corporate world and focus on his passion for wrenching. Of all Derek's cars, the Rebel has a more captivating story behind its acquisition. The car was formerly gifted to one of the sons of the original owner when he was just 9 years old, and the most interesting part is that the previous owner has not driven it for over 40 years. Restoring it, Derek gave the Rebel a new rear and front brakes, a master cylinder, some brake lines, water pump, a new 4-barrel carburetor, freeze plug, new ignition system, and some other modifications to breathe a new life into it. Inside, the Rebel features a spacious and comfy interior. With its well-preserved dashboard and upholstery, the Rebel easily ranks as one of the top cars in Derek's garage. The next car is one of sentimental value to Derek as it is the first car featured on his YouTube channel. There are lots of LeSabre out there, but Derek's model, a 3rd generation equipped with a super turbine 400 automatic transmission engine, is known for its smooth power delivery and reliability. The model boasts an impressive balance, making it ideal for long, comfortable rides. Although the LeSabre is one of Derek's oldest possessions, he has maintained the car's appeal while also ensuring it functions at full capacity. As for the interior, the 6'8" LeSabre still retains much of its original charm, with a comfortable cabin, spacious seating, and an overall upscale feel that enhances its looks.